Hey there, it's Jonathan from Buffalo Modular Homes, and I am in Eden, New York, and you can see from around me and hear the quiet. Oh, birds chirping just for this video and everything. This is great. We're right in the middle of the woods here in Eden. This is a beautiful property that this homeowner has, but the interesting part about this one specifically is this house is for mom. So the kids actually live right over here. You can barely see the house through the trees, and that they were just building over here as well. And the son-in-law is actually an electrician. And so for this particular project, we did pretty much everything on the project other than the electric. Son-in-law thought, why not save mom some money on the project and do the electric work themselves. So this is an example of what a partial project could be. We talk about these things and people ask a lot of times, well, what is a partial cost? Well, it's really kind of almost kind of an a la carte sort of a situation, really, right? I mean, you can really make it your own and do whatever you want to with it. So we really need to figure out what's the scope of work that you're doing, what's the scope of work that we're doing to really figure out what the budget is for the project. So so really probably the best way of looking at it is to, yes, look at the particular elements of the project, but to kind of understand, okay, what is the house that we're looking at building? And then think about what would it look like for somebody to do all the work, and then what would it look like for Buffalo Modular to do the modules, bring them out, set them on top of the basement, take care of the modular blueprints and everything like that, and then tip the roof up, finish shingling it, and we'll take over from there. So you kind of understand both sides of the way of looking at the project, and then think about, okay, so and I know basement's a little bit more, so that's going to be one of the bigger things that kind of, bumps that number up, and just kind of understanding things from that standpoint. But really from there, we really need to kind of dig into the project together to really get a grasp for what the overall cost of the project is going to be. But this gives you a good example of maybe how a partial project could work. This is pretty much turnkey other than the electric on this project, because the son-in-law, who lives right over here, did the electric work themselves. So as you're considering your project, just be thinking about those things. Be thinking about what are some things that I can take on myself, or had some conversations with different people that sometimes have friends that are in the trades, your family that's in the trades. It's really a great opportunity to save a ton of money on your project because you can run those things directly. You can handle them directly. We can certainly help walk you through those things and make sure that you're set up for success. Everybody understands the scope of work and everything like that. We'll walk you through the whole thing. We certainly want to set you up for success on your project, but it's a great thing to think about. How can I maybe get involved directly, or how can I maybe take some of the financial burden off of the project by bringing some others into the mix that might give me a sweet deal, right? So just be thinking about that for your project and how you might want to do that, and we can talk about that together. It's always good to have a conversation. So just reach out to us, continue to watch through these videos. The point of these is to really help you out in figuring out how to move forward with the idea of a construction project, how to even wrap your head around the idea of a construction project. So hope this has been helpful to you as you're considering your project. Thanks very much.